And I'm gonna stop right there because, as I said, she told a numerous amounts of lies. And at one point, I was like, you know what, this is ridiculous. I'm just gonna stop writing. And I did, because I was like, yes, is this over now? Because she she's just in and out of telling lies. Oh, the trauma, oh, the pain, the trauma. And it just never stopped, even when he was like, okay, your time is up from talking. And then she still takes more time to go talk about trauma, trauma, trauma this, trauma that. Okay, so when we were all finished with that, the mediator carried us to, go stand in front of the judge, because apparently the judge still wanted to see us, even though we had already signed off on the narcissist dropping her charges, which was proposed by the mediator, that if she dropped her charges, if I would drop mine, whatever. I agreed. We still went in front of the judge. The judge, on account of, well, the judge, the person, I don't know who you call the person who reads out the charges against you, right? So this lady, she said, on account of the damage to two padlocks, how do you plead? I'm like, damage to two padlocks? I ain't never damaged two padlocks. A matter of fact, the locks on the door are actually bolts, okay? Bolts that you slide and you let it go, and that locks the door, and you slide it back and the door is opened. Those two. And unless you weld it, you can't damage those. So I removed the screws out of them, so they aren't damaged. All they have to do is be screwed on back to the door. So those are not padlocks, those are bolts. So I said not guilty, because those weren't padlocks that were damaged. Those were bolts, and of course the bolts were not even damaged either. So she went on to another accusation, on account of, theft of, I'm sorry folks, I heard $10. So I was like, is that US or what? That's what I heard. So on account of theft of $10, that's what I heard, because I thought it was 10,000, because everybody else was saying 10,000, even the mediator. I guess my earring slipped at that moment, because I know I heard $10. How do you plead? I was like, not guilty. Because of this, I even froze at one point. The officer was in my ear, say not guilty, because I was like, am I hearing right? Did she say $10? Anyways, that was that. We came from before the judge. They said, you're whatever, you're free to go. Anyways, I was prepared to even go back to court if this was not resolved on that day, because when we were in the room with the mediator, I looked at the mediator and I was like, I am not giving back no money that I did not steal. Because yes, I admit I went into the room, I admit I did video some stuff, but I did not steal any money. And the mediator was like, so are you going to bet on the fact that you might win the case? And I was like, I am not paying back for diddly squat that I did not steal. So if we have to come back to court, then so be it. Okay? And that was the verdict. I was free to go. And that was that.